Sports. I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 48. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for the big play. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Well, that essentially ends up being a punt for the offense. 3rd down, you're taking a deep shot, and because you were able to make the tackle relatively quickly after the guy picked it off, it's essentially just flipping the field.
The give to the tailback. Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The Wildcats will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the 1st drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed and with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
So here comes the Michigan offense. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
This quarterback feels like he's spiraling a little bit right now. Of course, he threw the pick on the last drive. That last throw should have been picked off. Thanks to the defender dropping it, the offense is still on the field. And if you're this quarterback, you've got to settle yourself down. You better do it quickly.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The give to the back. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Lost a throw on 1st down. Quarterback now breaking the field. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Direct snap. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And this QB already in the first quarter has taken some serious punishment. Got sacked a bunch, got hit a bunch. He's been targeted a lot. This offense needs to find some answers before we're going to be looking at his backup playing some serious snaps.
Makes a move. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 42. Start this drive going to the air. Got his man in the middle. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. And after a nice gain, the runner just scoops out of bounds. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll run the quarterback sneak. Sneaks it in.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Final play of the quarter coming. Leaves it with the back. And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the first quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They try to pop a run on the draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
A lot of times those draw plays are successful when those defensive linemen run up the field, rush the quarterback, create some holes. Not this time. The defensive line did a really good job understanding that, seeing the draw play, getting the running back, getting his butt on the ground.
Scrambling away. Fires on the move. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight it, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. See that maize in blue, and you expect tough-minded, hard-nosed running attacks.
I expect big, physical, huge linemen that don't like people, that are going to move them out of the way and do just this, what we did right here. Move the sticks, get first downs on the ground. That's who Michigan is.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Wolverines come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The play action fake. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Leaves it with the back. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to go up top. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan. That's the kind of skill that makes guys stars. the improvisational skills, the blinding speed, the ability to make the big play and make defenses look silly.
Just straight silly. I mean, what do you want me to do? You put a guy that's that athletic, that fast at the quarterback spot. Now you're telling me to defend the run, defend the pass, defend the scrambles. I mean, goodness gracious. I don't know what you want a defense to do. There's no stopping that now.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Working the middle, it's complete.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside. Quarterback putting it right on.
The give to the back. Steamrolls his way ahead. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Going to swing it on second down. Hauls it in. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And the Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And they swarm him under. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small game and an easier third down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on third down and shoot. And I got fourth down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Dances away to buy time. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Starts to scramble to the left. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Looking to fire. It's complete on the right side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires toward the target. On target over the middle. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. And the Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Quarterback extends the play. The throw. Zings it complete to the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
This is going to be a key that we look at.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. Splits the uprights. Good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got his man on the right. There he goes. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Looking downfield on first down. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. That's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Quickly complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. He's got him. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Wolverines will kick it away to crank up the second half. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come a little short of the first down.
Well, it's a good decision by the quarterback, and I know you didn't get the first down, but the good news is you got a chunk of yards back, now setting up fourth and short and giving yourself an opportunity to go for it here and keep this drive going.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the big fella. They'll mark him down right there, but it'll be enough for a Kentucky first down.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Complete to the left. Off and running. He's at the touchdown, Wildcats. And that one will give them the lead.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Out of the gun to give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Back to pass on second down. Unloads it downfield. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And that's an incompletion, and really poor accuracy by the quarterback there. When you're throwing the ball down the field, you don't need to make it perfect, but you do got to put it somewhere around your receiver. You got to give him an opportunity to go up and make a play for it.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. Got his man downfield. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find it. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field.
Turning it on! Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to the big tight end. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down.
Timeout, Michigan. Other schools around the country. Slippery Rock, 35. Gannon University, 17.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Floating away. Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point he was able to come away with the pick.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can...
Breaks into the open. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. From the gun, the ground game. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Buys a little time. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Well, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Navy is getting handled right now, and for this to be happening to this program in front of these fans, it's almost inexplicable. They're trailing by 24 to Penn State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. Firing to the right, complete. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Well, that receiver, he knew he had to get his head turned around quickly. He's running the crow route against zone coverage, but he knows his quarterback is going to be firing that ball into him. It's a rocket pass. He's able to make the catch and get the first.
Makes the grab. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. Gets it past the marker. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stance of the game, and we'll start with a first down. To the air on first down. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Kentucky going quickly.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And that's a really nice physical run. This is a team that prides themselves on the ability to establish the line of scrimmage. And here we are in the fourth quarter, late in the game. Everyone's tired, and a no-nonsense run. Great push by the offensive line, taking the lead with that touchdown.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. But you have to find a way to create some hesitation on defense when you're selling the draw play, and they just didn't do it well enough there.
Yeah, it's got to be the offensive line and the quarterback and the running back. They all have to work together to show pass set up front, act like it's a throw for the quarterback, not rush it, but the defense clearly not fooled, got in the back.
Oh, he's got some space. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Going to try to get it himself. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. And the Wolverines in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. It's on target and complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
What a great job outside working that route. Not only did he get to the sticks to make sure he got the first down, but also was able to get himself out of bounds to stop the clock. You could not do that any better in a 2-minute situation.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Power football with the run. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him, made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Under fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
He turns it loose to the left. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And the defense makes a big play, and you could see the quarterback. Once he bought time, started to roll to his left, the defense all reacts, comes to that side of the field, breaks on the football. He couldn't put enough muster on it because he was running to his left. Defense takes advantage, forces the interception.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And picking up the first down would be nice here, but also important, get some cushion for the punt team. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. It's complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And offenses practice this situation. This is 4-minute offense. You've got the lead late in the game. You're trying to bleed the clock and just get first downs. They do that, they stay in bounds, and the clock keeps ticking.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Gets it out fast. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. Wants to throw again. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
You spread me out, I'm going to speed you up. Nice job. They go empty. Nobody in the backfield to help the quarterback block. The linebacker comes right up the gut, gets the quarterback, gets him on the ground.
Kentucky sent out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires downfield. It's caught. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down.
And it was the defense that got this started, right? They were the ones who got the stop, forced a punt, gave it back to the offense, who now just picked up a nice completion. You win as a team, but give the defense credit for getting this thing going.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
Steps away. Oh, better look out. There he goes. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Leaves it with the running back. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his big tight end. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. They're going to run it. Moving toward the end zone, and fumble! Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
That's a huge blow, man. You got a chance to go take the lead and put yourself in a position you know you can win the ball game. And now, instead of that, you've turned the football over. Now you're trailing. The defense is going to have to do something special for you.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Simpson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll give it to the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Back to throw, it's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. And the Wolverines in the hurry-up.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. The Wolverines are on the move. Offense changing the play. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. At the 20, he's got space. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving right down the field. You just run to set yourself up now in first and goal. They are feeling it.
He'll set up to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Trying the left side. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. There's so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence, sort of rises to the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are great rivalries scattered all around this country. In-state rivalries, interconference rivalries, great history, great pageantry. But I think what makes Ohio State versus Michigan unique is the fact that more often than not, these are two teams competing for national championships at the end of the year, and this game really does determine the national landscape.
and 19 national championships between the two teams. Late in the year, it always matters. You go back to 2006, number 1 versus number 2. So always disdain, always hate. Don't even call each other by their names. Like, this rivalry means so much to college football.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make a stop.
Back to pass. It's Sayin. Throwing right. Hauls it in. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Wants to fire on second down. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return to that small change. They take over at the 43.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Gonna let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Running back searching for a hole. And he'll be stopped for no gain and will be stopped for the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Got his man. He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receiver.
Turning it on. Got enough space. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
He'll bring it out. It's Marshall. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So here comes the Michigan offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I mean, I can go back to 2006 when they were 1-2 in the country. You know, like, these games really matter. The uniforms are clean. The athletes are flowing. There's tons of athletes all over the place. This is always a huge showdown.
And you think about some of the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry. Bo Schembechler at Michigan and Woody Hayes at Ohio State. And it's amazing, in a conference full of trophy games, maybe the greatest rivalry doesn't even have one.
And the Wolverines are in the hurry-up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45.
The pass rush has got to do a better job with their lane integrity. You cannot let this particular quarterback with his speed flush out to the right or to the left because he's absolutely going to kill you. You've got to do a better job collapsing the pocket and forcing him to step up into the teeth of your rush.
The Wolverines with the 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Catch in the middle, it's Klein. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
That's a great individual effort by him right there. When I think about Ohio State football, too, especially on defense, right, it's the legacy of the Silver Bowl. It's guys flying around, giving great effort and getting to the football, but it all has to start up front.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Tate. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Here's a heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
And the Wolverines headed quickly to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unleashes to the end zone. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
You got to be sharp in the red zone. You can't turn the football over in the red zone. You got to be crisp. You got to be on time. You can tell the QB wasn't on time. The defender made him pay. Nice interception, stealing points now off the board.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking for a crease to the left. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Fires to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. Back to throw, it's Sayin. It's complete. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
To the air on first down. Got his man on the right. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
Yeah, the defense is going to have their hands full. They're going to have to find a way to get this tight end doubled because in man coverage, he's just too much. Nobody right now is able to run with him. Big play there on the corner route. I think they're going to have to start giving him safety help.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He's got it. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Man, that is just what this offense needed. The quarterback already has a couple turnovers, throwing the ball to the other team. This ball, 50-50 ball, somebody needed to make a play to spark this offense, and the receiver does it. Nice catch, nice job after the catch, and this offense has some momentum now.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights, it's good. And that'll tie things up as we head toward halftime.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. Just enough time for one final play in this half. To the air, it's Underwood. Unloads to the right. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. The Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Graham. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Got a man. It's Tate. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
like changing things up. I like trying new things. Handing it to the tight end, that's something you don't see very often. A little creativity. Now, there was negativity in the end, but I like the creative thought process of trying to get somebody else the football.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Fires to the right. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on the stride. Sacked first down, just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
You sort of get the feeling here in the second half with the game tied. It very easily could come down to which of these two quarterbacks has the football last. Bit of a blown opportunity there on third down with that incompletion. This guy's going to have to lock in for the remainder of the game.
Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Pulls it in. It's Tate. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play. The linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
They're not into threes. They want sixes. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Picks up enough to get them first and 10 from the 13.
Well, there's an example of the quarterback just creating on the fly, because I think that was supposed to go to the running back on a screen, and he just saw an open guy downfield and said, I don't know, I'm just going to throw it down.
And it's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. So few fumbles are unpreventable. That one seemed to be, and man, oh man, what a devastating blow to this offense.
You got to know when the play's over. You just got to go down. It's an example of a guy just trying to do too much in this situation of the game in the second half. Just go down, take the points, take the lead, and keep playing.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's second and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying to get the corner. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Strong run on a pickup of 5 out to the 15. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. looking for a man. It's Underwood. Finds his tight end. Gets the job done on third down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
The give on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
It's the fourth quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need a score badly. We got to keep drives alive like this. Wonderful job.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Now he's looking to throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Going for it on fourth down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. This time they'll go to the running game. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Making side adjustments here. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to go toss to get to the perimeter, but how about the DBs reading their blocks and using their speed to get upfield and create the negative play?
Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Fires to the big fella. He gets it to the 34-yard line, but excellent third down defense, and fourth down's coming up. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He slides that just inside the right upright. And now they've taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. Right down the gut of the field. 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Man, how about this quarterback right away seeing, I got to get rid of the football. There's a lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. He spits it out, and I let my receiver do the rest. Let my playmaker make me look really good, really nice pitch and catch. And guess what? You got the lead now in the fourth quarter.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Simpson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, breaks into the open. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Moving away from pressure. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. They just keep firing. He's going to take off. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the fourth quarter. We've got an opportunity, one possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
The Wolverines want to crank the tempo. Trying to pound it in. Touchdown, Wolverines! They move on top here in the fourth.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
He's got it, and the lead is up to a field goal. They put together an 81-yard drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Coming out with it, it's Graham. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
What a play by this defense. You got the offense backed up. You stay aggressive, break up.
get this game started. And the Gamecocks will get us started with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone. It's Marshall. He gets a block. Got a little room. And there he goes. One little mistake in your kick coverage unit against this dude, and you are in a world of trouble, and they were barely able to keep him from scoring. Does life get any better than this for an offense to start a drive with a first and goal? He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Quarterback sneak wedging himself into the line. The sneak scores it.
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week, and you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game. And the offense, they've got it moving now.
And the PAT makes it 7-0.
Michigan 7, South Carolina 0.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. To throw, it's Sellers. Bringing the heat. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Gamecocks have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Wants to go up top. It's complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Wants to throw on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys.
He lobs one high down the left side. Got it inside the 10. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Gamecocks trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Barrels ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Gamecocks. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost. No problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone, it's Marshall. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Catch in the middle. It's Hansen. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking for space. It's Haynes.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Throws to the wideout. Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays, but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. What a disappointment. No good. And after the first quarter miss, guys, we're still tied up.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar, those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed and a missed opportunity.
Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He'll off one deep down the left side. He's got it at the 15. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Here he comes with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. Quickly to the tight end. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense with the heat on.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country. They were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It is changed.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession? That earlier sack really set them back, but they'll still go for it here. On fourth down, going to the air. He'll take the deep shot. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. On the move, he fires. Intercepted. Big play, stops the drive. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with them, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it, he's not going to throw it back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, and made the big play.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Might be looking to run. Quarterback gets the first down. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping through the defense. He's finally run out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Huge play puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it first and 10 from the 15. They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Right on the money. Touchdown, Gamecocks! A great catch and run for 6.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He'll take a deep shot here. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Makes the grab. It's Marsh. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Lost to throw again. He's taking the shot. Hauls it in down the sideline. Touchdown, Michigan. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Back to throw, it's Sellers. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He gets it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. On the run from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Trying to make magic with his feet. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. And the Wolverines want to move quickly. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He wants to take the top off. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Steps away to find some room. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
But on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Rolling, throwing, looking right. A full dive to haul that one in.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. They took it 71 yards down the field. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. To the air, it's Sellers. Pocket breaking down. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Just enough time for one final play of the half. To the air on 2nd down. Trying to set up the screen. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. The Wolverines will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble. Looking deep down the right side. Makes a grab on the shot. Right down the boulevard. Touchdown, South Carolina. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open, but watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
They'll corral that squib kick just inside the 15. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. To the air, it's Underwood. Extending the play. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. It's caught. Finds a seam. Touchdown, Michigan. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't
it's pretty clear. They went into the half and said, we're getting the ball and we're going to be aggressive. And how about the aggressive shot down the field? Play one of the second half to start it, and he goes all the way to the end zone. That is how you start a half fast.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. He's got great speed. He's got it out. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt.
Wide open, he makes the catch. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. And the Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to pass, it's Underwood. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's picked off at the goal line. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this,
Snags it down the right side. He's running free down the middle. The 10. Touchdown Gamecocks. He got loose and it was lights out after that.
you know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board, just like that. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Coming out with it, it's Simpson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So here comes the Michigan offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Got it in the middle. It's McCulley. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Flushed out of the pocket. Got out of trouble and throws. Grab near the marker. It's Marsh. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. A really nice nice day from this quarterback. Over 350 yards passing now, Jeff.
He's had a plan all game long. He just seems to find his best matchups, and he's done an awesome job giving his guys opportunities to make plays.
Unleashes one deep. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Got room on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Fires one high and deep. He's got it inside the 25. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And he added the extra point. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25.
Michigan offense will take over 1st and 10.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
This quarterback is really struggling in this game with decisions and also accuracy. He's already being picked off multiple times, and that time, that was a bad underthrow. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with a sack.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now the play fake. This time he's got his man. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. The Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up with the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, South Carolina. If you want to know how to reach this guy, just send his mail to the end zone. That's where he lives.
He definitely is today. And I think the defense has to be getting a little sick and tired of the same guy beating them time and time again.
Michigan 28.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
First and 10.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. To the air, it's Underwood. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Going to sling it on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. The Wolverines come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. They'll throw on third and short. Caught near the sticks. It's McCulley. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Throws for the tight end. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Finds him out of the backfield. There he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. You want something to be able to feel positive about after this game, and maybe that late touchdown will do it.
And Reese, I'm positive that stat counts on my stat line. Keep playing. Keep piling up those stats. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to throw. It's Sellers. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. You have a big lead in the fourth quarter. When you do that, the only explanation for it is you're trying to send a message by sticking in another touchdown.
Yeah, in saying, listen, it's your job to stop us, and right now we're eating you alive. So I think, you know, there's some psychological warfare, right? There's some, I'm going to get in your head. There's some, I want to beat you on the recruiting trail in the future, and, you know, kind of take that and a little rub their nose in it.
And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Pressure coming. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. That incompletion leaves him staring at a 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. He'll take another shot here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th? Why not just punt, give it back?
Got it in stride inside the 20. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
This is my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on 4th down, said it, go for it. They trust their quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big first down.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan.
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome. Just see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Stands in and takes the hit. Caught at the 25. He's got the sideline going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. It's incomplete, and it also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just...
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Stepped out of bounds right at the 17-yard line after the pick.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. This is a designed run. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. This quarterback part of their running game. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have...
Lets it fly. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.
At the 46-yard line. And first down for the offense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. They get to him as he throws. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well